I'm done. I hear them screams, man. Ain't nobody gonna help you out of that one, son. You gotta find your own way, done. Yeah? Queen, Philly.
Fresh champion, they tryna feel the ambience. Never seen nothing quite like the aliens. I'ma call the alliance, you call the ambulance. Before they even show up, your soul will start vanishing. Lost a lot through gambling with the odds, I'm addicted. You wanna take a look through my eyes, got you twisted. I'm sick and vicious, make a bloody Christmas. I love where I'm from, but I ain't riding through the trenches. A lot of stupid bitches like to make a lot of shit up. I hate to be the one to tell you, gang, you gotta give up. Writing on the wall like I ain't got no home training. Throw my name into your mouth, I'm spraying red, no paying. No waiting for my mans to show up, cause I'ma handle mine. Shit about to blow any second, like I stand on mine. Spin your body round 100 times before I let you breathe. Lock the door, shut the lights, I can't let you leave. Fresh champion, they tryna feel the ambience. Never seen nothing quite like the aliens. I'ma call the alliance, you call the ambulance. Before they even show up, your soul will start vanishing. Lost a lot through gambling with the odds, I'm addicted. You wanna take a look through my eyes, got you twisted. I'm sick and vicious, make a bloody Christmas. I love where I'm from, but I ain't riding through the trenches. A lot of stupid bitches like to make a lot of shit up. I hate to be the one to tell you, gang, you gotta give up. Writing on the wall like I ain't got no home training. Throw my name into your mouth, I'm spraying red, no paying. No waiting for my mans to show up, cause I'ma handle mine. Shit about to blow any second, like I stand on mine. Spin your body round 100 times before I let you breathe. Lock the door, shut the lights, I can't let you leave.
Hey, yo, Element, what's good, God? Fucking man out here. These fucking streets got a nigga going crazy, It's like a house of screams, done. Yeah. Hey, yo, I'm way much chiller than most. I ain't frontin' at all. I'm flirting with maintaining and broke. But who you know that's iller with words? Yeah, clearly disturbed. That really actually dealt with some coke. Elmhurst where they murdering folk. 15 years later and I'm still here serving you dope. Only now it's informers of mean bars is cream, but some are more chasing that green card is Queen's Guard. Better learn how to think fast. These bitch ass niggas that's off to some bitch ass. Assault them, throw salt in their wounds. That's deeper than watching loved ones cook boy in the spoon. This for young boys locked in a room. Group homes, no visits, turn vicious, feel alive in the tomb. Young guys watch most of them coons. Yeah, they lying, they zooms. A loot of life they ain't never consumed. For my niggas gonna light it up. I provide a feeling one can only get while being cuffed on the Rikers bus. Whole killers say they side with us. We keep a bag of iron sticks like we play for the Riders Cup. Queens in Philly once again, what can fuck with us? Queens in Philly once again, what can fuck with us? I'm trying to tell them, done. I hear them screams, man. Ain't nobody gonna help you out of that one, son. You gotta find your own way, done. Yeah? Queen, Philly.
Fresh champion, they tryna feel the ambience. Never seen nothing quite like the aliens. I'ma call the alliance, you call the ambulance. Before they even show up, your soul will start vanishing. Lost a lot through gambling with the odds, I'm addicted. You wanna take a look through my eyes, got you twisted. I'm sick and vicious, make a bloody Christmas. I love where I'm from, but I ain't riding through the trenches. A lot of stupid bitches like to make a lot of shit up. I hate to be the one to tell you, gang, you gotta give up. Writing on the wall like I ain't got no home training. Throw my name into your mouth, I'm spraying red, no paying, no waiting for my mans to show up, cause I'ma handle mine. Shit about to blow any second, like I stand on mine. Spin your body round 100 times before I let you breathe. Lock the door, shut the lights, I can't let you leave. Fresh champion, they tryna feel the ambience. Never seen nothing quite like the aliens. I'ma call the alliance, you call the ambulance. Before they even show up, your soul will start vanishing. Lost a lot through gambling with the odds, I'm addicted. You wanna take a look through my eyes, got you twisted. I'm sick and vicious, make a bloody Christmas. I love where I'm from, but I ain't riding through the trenches. A lot of stupid bitches like to make a lot of shit up. I hate to be the one to tell you, gang, you gotta give up. Writing on the wall like I ain't got no home training. Throw my name into your mouth, I'm spraying red, no paying, no waiting for my mans to show up, cause I'ma handle mine. Shit about to blow any second, like I stand on mine. Spin your body round 100 times before I let you breathe. Lock the door, shut the lights, I can't let you leave.
Hey, yo, Element, what's good, God?
Fucking man out here.
These fucking streets got a nigga going crazy, It's like a house of screams, done. Yeah. Hey, yo, I'm way much chiller than most. I ain't frontin' at all. I'm flirting with maintaining and broke. But who you know that's iller with words? Yeah, clearly disturbed. That really actually dealt with some coke. Elmhurst where they murdering folk. 15 years later and I'm still here serving you dope. Only now it's informers of mean bars is cream, but some are more chasing that green card as Queen's Guard. Better learn how to think fast. These bitch ass niggas that's off to some bitch ass. Assault them, throw salt in their wounds. That's deeper than watching loved ones cook boy in the spoon. This for young boys locked in a room. Group homes, no visits, turn vicious, feel alive in the tomb. Young guys watch most of them coons. Yeah, they lying they zooms. A loot of life they ain't never consumed. For my niggas gonna light it up. I provide a feeling one can only get while being cuffed on the Rikers bus. Whole killers say they side with us. We keep a bag of iron sticks like we play for the Riders Cup. Queens and Philly once again, what can fuck with us? Queens and Philly once again, what can fuck with us? I'm trying to tell them, done. I hear them screams, man. Ain't nobody gonna help you out of that one, son. You gotta find your own way, done. Yeah? Queen, Philly.
Fresh champion, they tryna feel the ambience. Never seen nothing quite like the aliens. I'ma call the alliance, you call the ambulance. Before they even show up, your soul will start vanishing. Lost a lot through gambling with the odds, I'm addicted. You wanna take a look through my eyes, got you twisted. I'm sick and vicious, make a bloody Christmas. I love where I'm from, but I ain't riding through the trenches. A lot of stupid bitches like to make a lot of shit up. I hate to be the one to tell you, gang, you gotta give up. Writing on the wall like I ain't got no home training. Throw my name into your mouth, I'm spraying red, no paying, no waiting for my mans to show up, cause I'ma handle mine. Shit about to blow any second, like I stand on mine. Spin your body round 100 times before I let you breathe. Lock the door, shut the lights, I can't let you leave. Fresh champion, they tryna feel the ambience. Never seen nothing quite like the aliens. I'ma call the alliance, you call the ambulance. Before they even show up, your soul will start vanishing. Lost a lot through gambling with the odds, I'm addicted. You wanna take a look through my eyes, got you twisted. I'm sick and vicious, make a bloody Christmas. I love where I'm from, but I ain't riding through the trenches. A lot of stupid bitches like to make a lot of shit up. I hate to be the one to tell you, gang, you gotta give up. Writing on the wall like I ain't got no home training. Throw my name into your mouth, I'm spraying red, no paying. No waiting for my mans to show up, cause I'ma handle mine. Shit about to blow any second, like I stand on mine. Spin your body round 100 times before I let you breathe. Lock the door, shut the lights, I can't let you leave.
Hey, yo, Element, what's good, God? These fucking streets got a nigga going crazy, It's like a house of screams, done. Yeah, hey yo, I'm way much chiller than most. I ain't frontin' at all, I'm flirting with maintaining and broke. But who you know that's iller with words? Yeah, clearly disturbed, that really actually dealt with some coke. Elmhurst where they murdering folk. 15 years later and I'm still here serving you dope. Only now it's informing some mean bars, it's cream, but some are more chasing that green card, it's Queen's Guard. Better learn how to think fast. These bitch ass niggas that's off to some bitch ass. Assault them, throw salt in their wounds. That's deeper than watching loved ones cook boy in the spoon. This for young boys locked in a room. Group homes, no visits, turn vicious, feel alive in the tomb. Young guys watch most of them coons. Yeah, they lying, they zooms. A loot of life they ain't never consumed. For my niggas gonna light it up. I provide a feeling one can only get while being cuffed on the Rikers bus. Whole killers say they side with us. We keep a bag of iron sticks like we play for the Riders Cup. Queens and Philly once again, what can fuck with us? Queens and Philly once again, what can fuck with us? I'm trying to tell them, done. I hear them screams, man. Ain't nobody gonna help you out of that one, son. You gotta find your own way, done. Yeah? Queens, Philly.
Fresh champion, they tryna feel the ambience. Never seen nothing quite like the aliens. I'ma call the alliance, you call the ambulance. Before they even show up, your soul will start vanishing. Lost a lot through gambling with the odds, I'm addicted. You wanna take a look through my eyes, got you twisted. I'm sick and vicious, make a bloody Christmas. I love where I'm from, but I ain't riding through the trenches. A lot of stupid bitches like to make a lot of shit up. I hate to be the one to tell you, gang, you gotta give up. Writing on the wall like I ain't got no home training. Throw my name into your mouth, I'm spraying red, no paying. No waiting for my mans to show up, cause I'ma handle mine. Shit about to blow any second, like I stand on mine. Spin your body round 100 times before I let you breathe. Lock the door, shut the lights, I can't let you leave. Fresh champion, they tryna feel the ambience. Never seen nothing quite like the aliens. I'ma call the alliance, you call the ambulance. Before they even show up, your soul will start vanishing. Lost a lot through gambling with the odds, I'm addicted. You wanna take a look through my eyes, got you twisted. I'm sick and vicious, make a bloody Christmas. I love where I'm from, but I ain't riding through the trenches. A lot of stupid bitches like to make a lot of shit up. I hate to be the one to tell you, gang, you gotta give up. Writing on the wall like I ain't got no home training. Throw my name into your mouth, I'm spraying red, no paying. No waiting for my mans to show up, cause I'ma handle mine. Shit about to blow any second, like I stand on mine. Spin your body round 100 times before I let you breathe. Lock the door, shut the lights, I can't let you leave.
Hey, yo, Element, what's good, God? These fucking streets got a nigga going crazy, It's like a house of screams, done. Yeah, hey yo, I'm way much chiller than most. I ain't frontin' at all, I'm flirting with maintaining and broke. But who you know that's iller with words? Yeah, clearly disturbed, that really actually dealt with some coke. Elmhurst where they murdering folk. 15 years later and I'm still here serving you dope. Only now it's informers of mean bars, it's cream, but some are more chasing that green card, it's Queen's Guard. Better learn how to think fast. These bitch ass niggas that's off to some bitch ass. Assault them, throw salt in their wounds. It's deeper than watching loved ones cook boy in the spoon. This for young boys locked in a room. Group homes, no visits, turn vicious, feel alive in the tomb. Young guys watch most of them coons. Yeah, they lying, they zooms. The loot of life they ain't never consumed. For my niggas gonna light it up. I provide a feeling one can only get while being cuffed on the Rikers bus. Whole killers say they side with us. We keep a bag of iron sticks like we play for the Riders Cup. Queens and Philly once again, what can fuck with us? Queens and Philly once again, what can fuck with us? I'm trying to tell them, done. I hear them screams, man. Ain't nobody gonna help you out of that one, son. You gotta find your own way, done. Yeah? Queen, Philly.
To like drop a lot of the rules and guidelines and morals that we had. Feel me? And I always connected that shit with LeBron and certain like acts or like even players like just joining forces. Like that shit was like that shit would have been corny in our era. Feel me? We would have hated that shit in our era. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, that's not my man's.
Yeah, like that's corny. Like that's why when LeBron wanted to come to the Knicks, I was like,
we are live.
Yeah, I don't want the best player, man. I want to be like, I'd rather be that
gritty, like their team now.
Underdog. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But and it's funny that you say like going full circle because that's a perfect example of how like that mentality, unfortunately, is not going to serve you in today's NBA if you have that type. Like look, that's like how did that work out? How did that work out for Lillard staying in his ass in Portland forever?
Nothing. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Out. Like how's it working out for Giannis so far that he's committed to the Bucks and he got his one chip, but I mean let's be real, we all know that chip was that was an injury chip. Yeah. I mean I hate to say it, I like Giannis, but what's real is real. You know what I'm saying? But like this, like we was talking about, like it just the whole mentality has just shifted everything. Where like that kind of I want to, you know what I mean, like the rivalry type of mentality and shit like that. Like that shit don't serve you nowadays. But anyway, welcome to the show. Little pre-show meeting dripping into the live show. We're talking basketball because unfortunately we're not gonna have too much football left to talk about after the next couple of weeks. But we still do have 3 games on the horizon. We have AFC, NFC Championship, of course, and then we'll have the Super Bowl. And what I'm looking forward to the most is the dunk contest type of whatever the hell they do with Pro Bowl weekend where they have the catches, and I hope they do that better this year. I'm joking around when I say I'm looking forward to that, but I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that event has some potential if they can figure out a way to do it better, but we'll see.
Yeah, the thing is with that, it's like it's almost like with the dunk contest where you plan the shit out too much and you need a certain bounce to go a certain way. Like, you can't be doing that. What you need to do is, ask for a spot, like where you're going to get the ball from, and then just make it, like, do some shit like that mad acrobatic, like with the catches and all that shit. But once you start saying, like, we're going to bounce it off this dude, and I'm going to jump over this guy, and you need to bounce it off this part, like, that, because, like, a lot of that shit dies out when you have to do it again. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're walking sad back to like starting line and doing them, like trying to do that. I forget who tried to do those catches last year. and he tried it like 3 or 4 times, and at the end, it was just like, I'm gonna just catch it.
Yeah. Now that shit, I don't know about that. I like the skill challenges. They should do like a literal, legitimate race. Get all the fastest, like players that ran the fastest, and make them do a fucking relay race. God, something.
But the thing is, they don't do any of that shit because that's too absolute. Like, for example, like they do a race, right, and they get the top 10, DK Metcalf and fucking Tyreek Hill and Raheem Mostert, Brees Hall, like all the dudes that had the highest like GPS like miles per hour. If they do it and they win, they can't say how they're the fastest anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some of the stuff, they like to leave some of the mystery up in the air. And that's also part of the shit. Like back in the day, like that was good. Like they don't want anything absolute. It's like, oh, Tyreek Hill won. He's the fastest player in the league. There's no other argument to be made. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if they do it and it's like going up, like doing a limbo and then jumping over a thing where it's like, oh, it's not he's the fastest, but he's a little bit more athletic. He slipped. You know what I'm saying? So like, like they don't like to be like to do shit where they could put people in order.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like jump the highest. No, they're never gonna jump the high. Who can make the highest catch? They're never gonna do that because it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, then you could say, oh, DK Metcalf is the guy that you could throw the highest ball to, and then all the other wide receivers are just gonna be tight about it.
Yeah. Because there's a definitive winner.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I feel you. Fucking hot in my house, man.
Yeah, I hear that. So, I think we have the same. We have this. Actually, no, I'm sorry. We don't have the same lines. The Chiefs are now getting 4 points at the Ravens. Latest line. So we have Chiefs +4. Lions Niners has stayed at 7. We discussed this a little bit on Monday's show. Before we get into the games, I guess we'll close with our game picks. We still have we filled a lot of these seats, right? These coaching carousel chairs, the musical chairs game and the coaching game is starting to yeah, I feel like it's coming to a close. We got the Tampa OC headed to Carolina. We got Harbaugh with the Chargers, and I think that those have been the two that have happened since we.
No, Raheem Morris.
Right? Yeah, Raheem Morris.
Raheem Morris, where? Did I miss that? Where's he at?
Yeah, Atlanta. Falcons.
Oh yeah, no, that's right. My bad. I did know that. Yeah, because I remember I seen that they were talking about that. Belichick is looking like he's probably gonna have to sit a year before he gets a shot, which is crazy to think about.
It's crazy, but I mean, is it really that crazy?
Yes.
Like,
he's like the greatest coach of all time.
No, I know, but it's like the thing. It's like, for example, when you look at it, it's a large overtaking. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to have. It's almost like he wants a. Like his ideal situation would be going to a team like, for example, the Buffalo Bills, like how they, like that are firing, or like, for example, if the Philadelphia Eagles would have fired Sirianni, where it's like a team that's ready-made to like win a title, but just needs the coach to straighten all the shit out. All the other teams pretty much had flaws. So it's like, Atlanta needs a quarterback. You can't just pluck a quarterback out of the air. What are the other big ones? Like, for example, the Chargers, maybe, that's not what the Chargers wanted. Like the owners and the front office. So it's like, I think it just didn't work out perfectly because Bill Belichick, he's not going to rebuild. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so I think that's where I think that's where that's where he ended up without a seat. It's because he wants a good team. Maybe with the plan to, how are we going to get a quarterback? How are we going to do this? Am I going to have control? And, maybe all of that stuff wasn't open. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously you can't debate whether he's great or not, but you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason that he hasn't gotten a job yet.
Yeah.
Even Mike
What's
Brady,
the reason?
That maybe
Brady
he
carried
just,
all those teams. Oh, what?
that maybe he just like, he wants certain amount of power, but on a team that has everything he wants already. Like, even with that, like the Atlanta Falcons, right? Like,
Is that the truth? I didn't know he's turning down jobs.
no, well, they didn't take him for Atlanta.
No,
Like,
yeah,
they
I understand
picked
that.
Raheem Morris over him. But what I'm saying is, Atlanta is like the only. I think Atlanta and only one other team is like the ones he interviewed with. It's not like he interviewed for all the other ones. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I didn't hear nothing about him signing somewhere else.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It's still crazy to me just because it's crazy to me to think that he's just a handful of wins away from from taking the record, and the idea that nobody wants a piece of that is crazy to me.
I think it's just because they all feel like once he gets the record, he's gonna say fuck it.
Is that almost like signing like a slugger that's at like 468 home runs, and you're hoping that he hits number 500, like with you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but we've seen that happen all the time. That's why I think it's crazy that the same kind of principles did not apply for Bill. Like we see plenty of teams in all sports bring in a guy to get his whatever hit or his whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like just because they'll do it in the uniform and it's good for the brand. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't tell whether you, even if Bill plans to quit the day after he gets the win, even if it's in mid-season, you can't tell me that wouldn't have been good pub for the Panthers.
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah, but I don't think. But if you look, but I'm saying like maybe Bill Belichick in that situation saw, like, yo.
No, I don't even.
I'm only gonna win 5 this year.
I wouldn't assume he wants to go there. I'm just saying in terms of teams looking to have him.
Yeah. Nigga, like these, like I'm going through the coaching hires. Like they hired the Panthers hired Dan Morgan, old number 44, for general manager and president of football operations.
Yeah, even that hire was like that's a for the brand hire. The same way that they were desperate to try to hire Greg Olson. Like that's for the brand.
Yeah, but that's like Pee Wee football.
What do you mean?
It just speaks to what, like, the situation that they're in now. Like they don't want somebody whose aura overtakes the franchise. Clearly, like,
well, you think that?
Well, because I mean, obviously,
I mean, unless you
when you
something that
hire,
I don't know.
No, I'm saying like when you hire a former player, right? Like former great for the Carolina Panthers, it's like, you're trying to kind of like.
I think you're thinking too much about it. I think they're trying to get somebody who wants to take that shitty ass job. I think that that's the options they were relegated to. Like, what you were saying may be true, but I don't think it really even matters in that specific case because they weren't gonna get a whole high profile coach anyway. Anybody with options wasn't going there. So if they whether they wanted somebody who was gonna have an aura over the team, or they didn't want somebody who was gonna have an aura over the team, they couldn't get somebody that big anyway. So it didn't even really make a difference.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a bad example, but like you would think that that's a situation where Bill Belichick would be good in, just considering like, the division,
Like, I think he's not the Panthers coach because he wouldn't have them, not because they wouldn't want him.
Well, I mean, but I'm saying, I'm speaking to that point where it's like, that's a situation where clearly he would have been able to get full control. You know what I'm saying? Because if you hire Dan Morgan to do all of this other shit, then that means like, then you would theoretically you would have been willing to let Bill Belichick take over like what he wants to take over.
Yeah. So now that Harbaugh has been announced with the Chargers, do you think the Raiders regret hiring Antonio Pierce? And the only reason I ask that is because, I mean, I like Antonio Pierce. I think he has a chance to be a decent coach, but I think right now, going into next season, that's going to be you got a couple tough coaching matchups in that division. It's Antonio Pierce versus Andy Reid if he decides to stay, which, now you're hearing rumors that he might leave. But if he's there next year, which we expect him to be as of right now, you got Pierce versus Andy Reid, you got Pierce versus Harbaugh, and you got Pierce versus Sean Payton. Like,
who's who?
Say again?
That's a who's who.
Who's who?
It's a who's who until you get to Antonio Pierce, and then it's who? Who?
Who's he?
Who's he? Exactly.
Who lose?
Although
he's the one who stuck the burner in the glove. In his pants.
I will say, I'm not so sure and convinced that Harbaugh is 100% going to be a big-time coach, the way that everybody seems to assume that, he's just going to pick up where he left off and it's going to be just like with the 49ers straight to the Super Bowl. I don't know about that. I mean, I think that a lot of people, speaking of the Raiders head coaches, I think a lot of people thought that Gruden was going to be dominating that division for a little while, and that didn't seem to go anywhere at all, even before we learned that, he was sending racist emails to the Redskins.
Yeah, and it's crazy because it's like, I had to turn off the Michael K show earlier today. Like, it was like,
why'd you turn it off?
Well, just to see what they were talking. I thought they were talking about other stuff, what was going on. But turned it on 20 minutes in. They're saying how, the Jets.
You hate listening to that show. I feel like you hate listening to most shows.
No. I try.
No, I'm wrong. You don't hate listening to that shit?
Yeah, no, I like to listen to it, but then
to hate to get mad at it and scream
but then when
about
it's
the New
like
York
stupid
media.
No. But for example, like they went on to like, I think it was either the first or second, because I went in on at 3:20. I turned it on. So, and then I'm hearing all of this shit was like, because like the the AFC, are the Jets really good? The AFC is now has Harbaugh in it. I'm like, yo, we did this last year. Like last year, it was the unstoppable AFC, and how the Chargers had Herbert and the Raiders were gonna be better, and you got to watch out for the Denver Broncos, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, like what are we doing? Like we're already talking about next year, how hard next year is gonna be. Like this is so ridiculous. Like they have an old team. They have a lot of players that they're paying a lot of money to. The Chargers. And like we're already like automatically assuming that it's a team that won 5 games this year, right? So they're gonna win what, 11, 12? Like, are we talking about like I know Brandon Staley's bad, but he had him in the playoffs last year, and obviously I don't have to say it amongst us because we've been on that train, like the bozo of the years Staley train forever. But is Harbaugh really going to come in and all of a sudden he's going to, make everything that goes wrong go right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, yeah, I know he won a national championship, but it's not because he learned how to coach this year.
Yeah. Does he upgrade the team at all?
it's because he got the best team that he possibly could during all of this time. Shit worked out for him. You know, he had the quarterback that he liked or whatever and all that shit. But at the same time, that just doesn't mean it's not like this plus this equals this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
in your opinion, he upgrades the team?
Well, yeah, obviously.
Staley?
Yeah.
They were upgraded when they had the interim coach, to me.
Word.
They upgraded when they fired Staley.
Yeah.
Facts. So how many wins do you think that accumulates to? Like on top of you think he'll have the same success or he'll have better success?
3 or 4 games max.
Yeah.
I have no idea. To me, they have a lot.
You never know.
They have a lot. That team. It depends on what direction they go in because they have a lot of decisions to make. If they bring in Harbaugh, are they gonna try to? Are they gonna try to win now? Are they gonna try to bring in older players to kind of fill some of the holes they had this year,
yeah.
or are they gonna go into are they gonna try to let some dudes go, maybe sell off some players?
Yeah, I think that's the best way.
And start kind of from scratch because then those are two different situations. If it's the first thing, you tell me that he's trying to win now and win right away, and they make the roster moves that complement that, then I would have a different perspective on what I expect from them and what what number of wins I expect, as opposed to if they're I think we can assume Eckler's probably not going to be there next year. Obviously, Keenan Allen is getting older, and he's always hurt. Same thing with Mike Williams, always hurt. So are they going to...
Quentin Johnson can't catch.
Yeah, so are they going to try to bring in some young blood and receivers, or are they going to try to run it back? I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But see, that's what I'm saying. It's such the lazy way to do things where it's like, oh, Justin Herbert? What the fuck has Justin Herbert showed anybody? You know what I'm saying? It's like
he's shown that he could play. He's competent.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah. But what I'm saying is like, oh, you add Harbaugh, that means he's gonna get way better. Like, no, that the players at this point, Justin Herbert is who he is. He's pretty much kind of like Josh Allen, where like they're really talented, really good, but they've been in the league long enough to where they, like they've already shown who they are. He's not going to deprogram him and reprogram him. Like this, it's late in the stage for a quarterback whisperer. Like, because even for example, like we can go back to the game with the Buffalo Bills game. Yeah, the team got better with Josh Allen when they fired their offensive coordinator, right? He got better because Josh Allen. The record that they had was decent, but Josh Allen would throw away a couple games because of how reckless he was with the football. But on the other side, he would also win some games for them single-handedly because of those same traits. So we saw what happened when Josh Allen was 14 of his passes were behind the line of scrimmage, and you're like watching it and like, yo, throw the fucking ball. Like, what are you doing? You have Josh Allen. So it's like you're like, you can't deprogram. Like, it's to the point you can't deprogram a player. What you can do is set up a game plan to go to not even to go with their strengths, to not go against their weaknesses. For you know what I'm saying? So it's like.
But what's wrong with Herbert that he needs to be deprogrammed?
Well, I mean, he has a propensity to, to turn the ball over. You saw what happened or like not make the big play. I mean, they lost, last year, be up 27-0 or 28-0 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And obviously you can attribute.
I can't put that on Justin.
But that's what I'm saying. You can't solely put that on him. But there's plays to be made. Like,
do we blame Matt Ryan for the Falcons Super Bowl loss?
That's my general point, though. Like, there's only a certain amount of stuff you can do to a player to where if you change the game plan on them, because obviously, like, for example, like the Justin Herbert with the Chargers game plan, when they were up all of those points last year on the Jaguars, they changed the game plan to preserve the game. They thought that the lead was it was a lead that unsurmountable for the other team. And we saw how he played with that game plan. So it's like you could be a quarterback whisperer to a certain degree, but you can't change the way the strengths and weaknesses of any player.
Wow. Yeah, man.
So they don't hire. They don't regret hiring Antonio Pierce.
We'll
I
see.
mean, they're probably shell shocked from the Patriot tree or the Belichick tree. Not you know what I'm saying, like that they just fired. They literally had to fire both their GM and their head coach, that because they wanted to bring the Patriot way, and it failed miserably. I mean, I just don't know. Like maybe they. I mean, how much can they regret it? Like they saw what happened. Like for example, this happened the last time with what's his name, Bisaccia. You saw what happened with Bisaccia. Like he brought him to the playoffs. They tried to do this funny shit and get the Patriot way in because they thought, oh, these players are good enough. If we install the Patriot way to this team that already made the playoffs with an interim head coach, that means that the team is good. We just need to upgrade that head coach. And they did that, and you saw what happened. So it's like maybe it's just them saying like, yo, we can't do this shit again. Because it's literally a facsimile of last time, where you saw how the team played when they brought in Antonio Pierce. So they're looking at like, yo, last time what we did was bring in the Patriot way after making the playoffs. We didn't make the playoffs. The same shit is happening over again. Maybe we shouldn't do that again because, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result is the definition of insanity. So I don't know. Maybe they were just scarred from that and said like, yo, we're not doing this Patriot way shit. I know you know what I'm saying? Like Bill Belichick is going to come in here. It's almost kind of the same. We saw how the players responded during and after getting rid of McDaniels, and we don't want that same atmosphere again. So I don't know. I mean,
Belichick should have gone to the fucking Jets, man.
Well, he couldn't. They have a coach.
Yeah. But if he went and he said, "Listen, man, I need to shit on this league for nobody picking me up. Like I think this is the best spot right here for me. I'm gonna change this organization. I'm gonna kill the league for the next 3 years. I promise you."
What's that music video with was it I think it was a Biggie music video where he came in and like mushed their head back and talking to the girls and got them out the way. Yeah. Like this nigga's gonna walk into like Robert Saleh's office, like he's talking to fucking Robert Saleh's talking to Woody Johnson, and fucking Belichick is gonna come in and mush his face out of the way.
Keep him on defense. He'll be my defensive coordinator.
The defense is the least of our worries.
But I'm saying they respond to Saleh.
Oh, Saleh, keep him on defense. Got you.
But yeah, that's what I wish would happen, man.
I don't think I want a Bill Belichick offense either, though.
Yeah, but you got Rodgers. You don't need it. It's the same Brady shit. It's like he'll take care of the offense. I'll take care of the defense. Anyway, a man can only dream.
You really wanted Bill Belichick to go to the Jets? Is that like you? Is that because you wish him bad things on the Jets? Or
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know it's not from a good place.
I think that would be
what he would have said is like, I wish he went to the Giants.
Look at this, the little twinkle of a grin and the twinkle in
the
eye.
Serious. I think that would be.
Serious.
So why didn't you want him on the Giants?
Because we got Dable. We just signed our soul to Dable.
But that's his man. He texted him when he was trying to text Brian Flores. Remember that?
Yeah, I know. Deacon.
Yo, congrats, Brian. Good job, buddy. Oh, no, the other Brian. My
Brian.
bad. Wrong. New number. Who's this?
Yeah. Wrong
Wow.
Brian. I don't know. I think that's in another dimension. That would be the perfect fucking story.
No, he'll be there next year. Don't worry about it. You could get Belichick next year. It's all right.
We'll see. Hey, I wouldn't
Next
mind.
year. Why? Why next year?
Because we're gonna fire Dable. He's saying.
Oh, the Giants.
Yeah.
We'll get Vrabel next year.
If he's available.
Vrabes. Available.
Available.
I think it'll be interesting to see what happens if these rumors about Andy Reid are true, but I don't think Belichick would go over there, but it'd be interesting to see what happens because the Commanders still haven't hired anybody, right?
No.
There's good coaches available, man.
So we'll see
like,
if they go. Where's Bieniemy going? Is he just sitting there waiting to see who gets hired for the Commanders? Is he trying to get hired for the Commanders? Is he gonna?
I think he's coming to us for.
No, he already
did
the
See,
interview.
just saying things.
Yeah.
Offensive coordinator. He's gonna be the offensive. Have they hired a special teams coordinator? Right? I just seen that. Goldstein or what was his name?
Yeah.
No, I made that up. It's not Goldstein.
From the Raiders.
For who?
Wasn't he from the
For
Raiders?
the Giants.
Yeah.
No, the Giants. They hired the backup assistant special teams coordinator from the.
I thought it was the. No, but
from the
he is
Jets.
going to be their new special teams coordinator.
Yeah.
From the Jets.
Yeah.
Oh, he's from the Jets?
What's his name?
I thought he was from the Raiders.
It is something gold.
Yeah, GH, right?
Yeah, Goldschlager. or
Yeah,
some
something
shit
like that. Yeah.
Oh, Slade.
I thought you were the Jets guy, man. You don't even know? Come on.
Nigga, I don't know
we
the
have
assistant
guys, I don't
special
know.
teams. The assistant special teams coordinator.
I
is not my
expect
wheelhouse.
better from you. Yes, assistant
I should know
special
that. I
teams.
should
I
know
expect you to know his name and his fucking kids' names.
We didn't hire him. If we hired him, I would have done the deep dive.
What do you mean you hired him? He came from the organization. You hired him at some point.
Yeah, but we just like.
Oh, I forgot. You just became a Jets fan yesterday. That's why. When they hired him, you should have known
yesterday.
who he was. You got to know everybody going
He's
in and
the
out. Everybody who
assistant
comes in
special
and out of
teams
one Jets
coach.
drive. You got to be checking IDs, checking blood types, everything. Come on.
Checking IDs.
All right, speaking of checking IDs, this has nothing to do with checking IDs, but that's how I'm going to transition. I want to try to, the same way we did last week, we roll with a player. I guess we can do a player for each game to do a prop over or under, since we can do a player from each team, since last time we did a player from each game, but there's only 2 games, so we might as well try to do try to find some value on each team, depending on, I guess, how you think, where you think their value is and how you think the game is gonna go and who's gonna go off this weekend. So obviously we have the first game, which I think is kind of whack. I feel like I would have liked to have seen the Chiefs and the Ravens be the headliner on this one, but
Yeah.
First game, Chiefs Ravens. I guess it makes sense since this is the East Coast game and the other game is going to be a West Coast game. So, Chiefs and the Ravens. Early thoughts? Do you have anybody in mind in terms of who might be a likely candidate, a likely candidate to have a big game, perhaps in the AFC Championship?
Yeah, likely sounds good, but
Well, what's the status with Mark Andrews? Because I know he was trying to get back last week. I think he's still questionable.
yeah, I don't think.
But I don't know if he's been officially ruled in, ruled out, ruled
No,
up,
I don't think it's
ruled
official,
down.
but
they
it
might
seemed like.
they might be saving it
But it seemed like no. I mean, what are you gonna save it for?
for game day.
Oh yeah, that okay. Then yes, like I think that's what they made it seem like. But likely is a good bet, man. Like we saw the Chiefs linebackers got eaten up last week, and what's his name got hurt, right? Knox got hurt at some point.
Did he not?
I don't know.
But I know
Knox
that
is out of the playoffs anyway. Why are we talking about Knox?
no, last week.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I know he cashed my overs. That's all I know.
Yeah, but so did Kincaid. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that just kind of highlights a little bit like what my point is like the linebackers and even I think Nick Bolton. I think he was called out even by the announcers last week.
Yeah.
You heard that, right? Like I think you know, the tight ends were doing a good job. So, I mean, if you want to kind of go on a weakness that it seems like that the Chiefs have at this point, I don't know the status of Mike Edwards either, and you know.
So it sounds to me like you're going with Isaiah Likely. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, your Ravens guy is Isaiah Likely.
Yeah.
All right. Let it be known.
Because even their best corner, it's not like he's a big dude. You know what I'm saying? Neither of them. You know, you're not talking about a 6'3", 6'4" cornerback. You know, a la Tariq Woolen, Sauce Gardner, like one of those dudes, or like even, even like on the other side that they have Kyle Hamilton, who's a tall, lanky dude that can, that can do work in coverage. I don't know. I just think that's like a weakness that they're likely to exploit.
Two. Nice.
So a Raven for you?
You already know where I'm gonna go, man. I said it last
OBJ.
week. And y'all shitting on. Oh, it's a Raven. We gotta be a Raven. Nah.
Time out. Hold on a second. I have not shitted on it. What did I shit on?
Oh, my Valdez Scantling pick last week.
When did I shit?
How many?
Yeah, both did. I was like, come on, I'm not.
Yeah, no, I will say that.
Y'all brushed that off. Not like y'all were like, yo, disgusting, you're an idiot. But y'all brushed it off like you know what I mean, a little bit. I thought at least that's what I.
Well, it was a risky pick considering the week prior to last week.
Yeah,
he literally got like two or three opportunities, and I think he dropped all of them.
Yeah, but that's the type of pick I personally am always interested in because I know his overs are gonna be low. Like his overs on yards he hasn't cracked 20 yards in forever. So all you need is one catch.
I haven't heard his name.
His overs for him are one catch, like.
Yeah. Well, you can put him down this week too.
Yeah.
Like, all of his catches are 23, 25 yards down the field. His over is usually 16 and a half, 14 and a half. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, it's like his over and under, like for example, his over and under in catches last week, because my son, like I told you, my son does the props with the besides the touchdowns. Mm-hmm. His over and under was 0.5. So all he needed to do was catch one catch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Word.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
that he's not a Raven, but he's not
a Raven.
So Chiefs.
Yeah, I think so. I think expect a solid game or a big game from him.
Yeah. Okay, you're going with MVS on the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And who's your Raven?
Oh, that's a tough one, man. I can't Lamar Jackson.
Well, shouldn't there be
why is that? Yeah, go with Lamar Jackson. Why not? What'd you say?
It has to be him, right?
No, I'm saying like if we did one Raven, one Chief, and then like one Lion, one. How about you do the touchdown?
Well, we'll narrow it down. We'll narrow it down.
No, but what I'm saying is
putting some options out there.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is like if I do one prop for one team, Cheeks does one prop for the other team, and you pick the touchdown since you've been magnificent at picking touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Like we do the 1-2-3 combo, then we do the 1-2-3 combo, then we got two same game parlays with 3 legs. You know what I'm saying? Light work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
true degenerate talk.
So
you focus on the touchdown in the game. You focus on the touchdown in the game, right?
Oh, okay. So we do. You each have a team, and I have a tutty for both games.
Yeah. We go.
Got it.
Now we're
following you.
Now we
okay. So we got MVS. We got Isaiah Likely, and I got to go with an ATD. Yeesh. I gotta check the prices on the ATDs.
You see? That's why I like putting you on the spot, doggy.
See what the prices are.
Had to turn the tables.
I see that. What are you thinking for the second game? Well, what team do y'all want, since that's how we're doing it?
Oh, let me see. Who is it?
Who's in it? It's the 49ers and it's the San Francisco 49ers against the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
the two biggest games of the year.
Yeah, fact.
We're usually talking about fucking the Saints and the fucking Panthers on Thursday.
Yeah. No, I'm just thinking. I was just thinking out loud. Who we talking about? No, man, I don't know who you want, Flex. You go first.
No, but we didn't pick the other game.
No, he's not saying pick the game.
You had Likely and you had MVS.
Okay. I'm saying okay. You're asking what team I'm gonna pick the player from. Gotcha.
Yeah.
At this point, I think the Lions are easier to choose between the two. I mean,
yo, this is weird. Why do they have a ATD line for Mark Andrews, but it says he's on injury reserve? I don't get it. And he doesn't have any other lines, but whatever. We could go with Gus the Bus. That feels like the easy, obvious one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for the parlay, we'll go Gus the Bus, but there will be some other deep dives that I like before the game starts.
Mm-hmm.
But for the sake of the parlay, how do we feel about Gus the Bus?
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to go too outlandish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I mean it's a pretty good price, but I mean 125 is not. It's not nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good number.
Plus or minus?
Plus.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a touchdown.
I was gonna look for somebody plus 2, but then I seen he's 125. I mean, might as well throw him on there.
Yeah, I mean, what you're trading in terms of like possibility like possibility versus likelihood. I mean, when you have Rashid Rice at plus 150, Gus Edwards at plus 130, I have here on the app, seems like a steal.
Which app
you
are
know
you
what I'm saying? At
we
DraftKings.
getting different prices?
No, I'm on DraftKings, but I'm on the same game parlay. Sometimes the
Yeah. Oh, it just changed. It just changed just now.
Okay.
All right, so who y'all going with? Lions, 49ers. Let's go. Come on. It's dragging on now.
Yeah. No, I guess I'll go with the Niners if you're going with the Lions. I'll go.
Wait, so you have no feel for this game? You haven't thought about how you think the game's going to be played? Who might have some opportunities? You guys haven't thought about it at all? I thought you were gonna. I thought this would be easy.
Nah, I didn't think about it that hard. But give me. I think Kittle's gonna have to have a big game for them. So usually that's how I go by, like players that need to have a big game. So
Kittle.
Kittle's gonna need to have a big game. I don't know if he will, but he's gonna need to.
We got Debo lines out. I don't know if that means he's definitely in, but usually.
I heard he was, right?
Actually, nah, I'm lying. He don't have any. He only has.
No, he does. He's a negative minus 105 anytime touchdown score right now.
Yeah, I know, but he only has touchdown lines. He doesn't have any.
Gotcha.
He doesn't have any yardage lines, which is not a good sign. Like everybody else has. Everybody else who's like likely to play has Mark Andrews has no yardage lines. Deebo Samuels has no yardage lines.
Gotcha.
Wow. They're waiting for game day to be like, oh, he's playing. Oh well.
All right, so who's your lion?
What I will say is that while we've been talking, the 49ers line has gone down to minus 7.5, which, how we were talking earlier in the week, seems to indicate.
What do you mean minus 7.5?
The 49ers are minus 7.5.
Oh, it's gone from 7 to 7.5.
Well, really, it's gone. While we were talking, it's gone from 7 to 7.5.
Yeah.
But from earlier this week, it's gone from 6.5 to 7.5.
Yeah, that's why I'm very happy I got it at the 6.5. I was pumped up about that.
Nice.
So, I mean, that kind of seems to indicate, like, if you're reading the tea leaves.
If I'm reading the tea leaves, you're stalling before giving us your lying. That's what the tea leaves that I'm reading.
No, but what did Cheek say?
He said Kittle.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm going Josh Reynolds, man.
You going Reynolds again? Another big Josh Reynolds game?
Yeah, I mean, he scored a touchdown last week. Before that, he had the yards and got tackled at like the 5 or 10 yard line, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know. I just feel like I feel like he's the weapon that's the underground weapon. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've got tape on Jahmyr Gibbs now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've fully unveiled Jahmyr Gibbs. Dave Montgomery is just the get the like the meat and potatoes guy.
Yeah. I think Montgomery. I think Montgomery's gonna have a big. I think Montgomery's gonna have a big game.
Well, I mean,
more than Kittle.
No, I'll just tell you my 49er pick. I like that as my 49er pick, but
no, I mean,
I feel like they're okie dokie. They're trying to. I feel like it's a perfect time to unleash Montgomery.
Now you're trying to pick both teams.
Nah, we're just talking. Okay,
both sides.
I'll save that for my pick, I guess.
Yeah, so I mean, give me Josh Reynolds. I mean, he's always making catches at the most frustrating time. Like when you have him to like 2 weeks ago, I had him to score a touchdown. He got tackled at the 5 yard line. He had all these yards. I picked him for the fucking the yard. Like I had him for the touchdown the 2 weeks ago. He gets all the yards. I had him for the yards this week. He gets last week. He gets all the. He gets the touchdown this week and doesn't get the yards. So it's like, he's one of those players.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Montgomery, that's your touchdown pick right there, plus 130. Give me David Montgomery.
Yeah, you could put 2 on that guy.
2. Wow.
Yeah, man. He's gonna have a big game, I believe.
Listen, no one gets to toot their own horn about David Montgomery like this guy who had him in the preseason. We had a big fight about it, and he was 100% right, and I don't know jack shit.
Nah, it wasn't a fight, but yeah, it was a good debate.
I'm trying to,
Yeah, I hated your guts for it.
It was a fight for us. We don't fight. It was the closest thing to a
it was
fight
cool.
that we
Yeah.
had. It was really the only kind of like thing we weren't really. We're furthest apart. I feel like on him.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
One thing we didn't
agreed
mention
on Cooks, and we were dead wrong.
One thing we didn't mention was me in our fantasy league. Me beating you, then beating Bobby, then beating your brother in back-to-back weeks.
Crazy. Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you win? Because I wasn't paying attention after I lost.
No, yeah, of course.
I stopped paying attention.
It doesn't even matter. Yeah.
Nah, he lost. Why are you gonna pay attention? I would do the same thing. Nah, but you won it, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations,
man. My team was trash.
No, but it was just.
What do you mean your team was trash? Your team was alright.
No, my team was trash. At the end, my team didn't perform. None of my players performed.
Nah, but I'm saying it was just funny because it was you, then Bobby, then your brother, back to back.
That's fire,
yeah, the gauntlet. All right. Well, with that being said, it's time to get down to the nitty gritty and figure out who's going to the Super Bowl.
Boom, boom, boom.
So last week we had. I know I performed the worst. So I performed the worst the last 2 weeks. Leading off. I believe it's Flex. I think maybe were y'all tied last week?
I know we agreed on one game, I think.
I think you guys were tied. Flex had the touchdown scorer, though.
Oh, yeah.
You guys both had... Flex had the Ravens and the Chiefs right. You had the Packers and the Chiefs right. And I just had the Packers right. But Flex got the touchdown scorer, so he should be the leadoff hitter.
There you go.
So... batting lead off. batting off. That sounds like
That sounds sexual.
I know, right?
He's batting off over there.
No, it sounds harder than that. Pause. But I'm in the batting cage. You caught me at the wrong
Batting
time.
off.
I just put a coin in. But
I got some hard
Chiefs,
balls coming at me.
Yeah, so we'll start. So we'll start Chiefs Ravens. Then we'll
Chiefs
go down
Ravens. This is, to me, it's an even game. Like, I know that, you know, it's the Ravens. I really think Ravens are the better team, but the Chiefs have been there before, and I think that plays a little bit into how the game rolls out. I think game plan wise, I think you know, maybe the Chiefs have the upper hand, but you know, in terms of the talent, I think the Ravens still have the upper hand there. And I do think the Ravens are going to win this game, but just for the Chiefs getting all those points over, like more than a field goal. I think I have to go with the Chiefs here, man. You know, the running game for the Ravens, it doesn't really scare me besides Lamar. You know, you got, like, it just feels like you got jobbers there. Like, I know Gus Bus has been, and Justice Hill have been playing well the last couple the last couple months, really. And they do have the wild card of Dalvin Cook, who popped in there and ran for like a 19-yard or 17-yard run.
Yeah, why do I feel like he's gonna fuck up my anytime touchdown?
Yeah, because that's what the Ravens do as well. Like,
yes.
with like in terms of like rushing, it's like, you know, if you have like Gus Edwards, Justice Hill is gonna score the touchdown. If you have Justice Hill, Lamar Jackson is gonna score the touchdown. You know, and it just seems like the place where, you know, Dalvin Cook will come in, just like in terms of like just trying to get them engaged a little bit. I'm not really sold on the firepower that the Ravens have. I know Bateman had a couple big catches. Zay Flowers is a stud, but I think in terms of cornerbacks, with McDuffie and with who's the guy from L'Jarius Sneed. I don't know. I think they could kind of hold down that firepower, and then you got Patrick Queen and Roquan Smith in the middle to kind of cover up the Travis Kelce game, and even like with Pacheco. So that being said, I still think that it's too many points for the to be given up to the Kansas City Chiefs. They're still the champs. Patrick Mahomes is still going to get his rushing yards anytime, you know, there's nothing going on. You see, he looks like he's moving in slow motion, but he's always picking up either 12, 13, 17 yards and resend the downs, and that's where he does his damage. So with that bit, like that's I think that's the X factor that's going to keep the game close, because even if they're not able to score the touchdown eventually on these drives, he's going to get it close enough to where, you know, Butker is going to be able to keep the game close. And, you know, maybe it is a Justin Tucker field goal at the end of the game, but with that 4.5 for the purposes of this game, I feel safe going with the Chiefs, the defending champs, getting 4.5.
Defending champ Chiefs rolling to the Super Bowl, according to, well, not rolling to the Super Bowl, at least covering the number, maybe going to the Super Bowl. Word Life, are you going to continue your Lamar Jackson hate, or will it stop here? Let's hear
it. Yeah, man, that's why I've been battling myself. I'm like, yo, you've been wrong on these guys all fucking year, you know? But then I also feel like, okay, now that when you're ready to do it is when you're going to blow it. You know what I mean? So,
hey, yo.
Yeah, pause. Hey, super yo. You know? But oh man, it's gonna be a good one, bro. I can't wait. That Ravens defense, right? Against the best quarterback in the league. You can't write it up any better than that.
It's gonna be such a great game. It should
Yeah,
have been
man.
the later game.
Yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, especially for me because I work, man. I'm so mad. But anyway, with that being said, I'm going to second flex. I'm going to say just too many points. I feel like it's a three and a half at 3.5. I mean 3 point game at best. You know, Kansas City. It feels every time we ready to count them out. It feels like I feel like we played this game last year, right? They don't have the receivers. They don't have Hill no more. You know, what are they gonna do? You know, they don't have they lack the firepower, and what they do, they win a fucking chip with it. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's similar to that story. Man, but that Baltimore defense, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for Mahomes to get around that. But I feel like it's a field goal game, so I'll go with Kansas City. Um, I don't even know who. I don't even know who the winner is. Honestly, can't even tell you a winner, man. Just excited to watch this game, and yeah, Chiefs points.
Chiefs and the points. Taking the 4, going with the Chiefs. All right. Well, I'm going to do the same. I'm not going to make the same mistake I made last week. Although I still don't feel terrible about making that pick, and I wouldn't feel terrible about taking the Ravens, man. I know a lot of people are on the Ravens. I know a lot of big time money and a lot of big time pros are on the Ravens because when the number first came out at 3, it didn't get to 4.5 for no reason. So obviously there's money coming in, and I don't like to go against the money, but I feel like I went with the money last time, taking the Bills. And I understood it. It made sense. And I understand and it makes sense why people would take the Ravens. But I don't know, man. Until at 4.5, I mean, I was willing to kind of, do the Mahomes fade at 2.5. But 4.5, I just feel like that's that's too much for me. I don't want to root for that. So, yeah, I'm just going to take there's really no analysis for me to give other than I'm just taking Mahomes and the points. I will say, I mean, just the stat, when you think about the stat about Mahomes in the playoffs, I think he's been down 7 or more points 10 times in the playoffs, and he's won 8 of those games straight up. And the 2 he lost was to Tom Brady.
That's crazy.
What else do I need to say?
Yeah.
I'll take the Chiefs and the points. Until that stat gets more watered down and I see him take more L's, I'm not gonna make the same mistake as last week. I'll take Mahomes. I'll take the points, and I'll listen. If they get blown out or if he can't cover, I'll just live with it. But knowing I have Mahomes with 4 points in the back pocket, I could watch that game from start to finish, and I know I'm never not in it. So
Yeah.
give me that.
Yeah, agreed.
And then for the nightcap, like I already revealed, I took the 49ers with the opening line -6.5 against the Lions. Yeesh. It's very tough to make these picks this week, especially not knowing what Deebo Samuel's injury status is. Although I did see today that he practiced. I don't know how limited he was. I think the quote was that he gave some juice to the practice. But, who knows what that means. I do think he'll play, whether he'll be 100%. What kind of Deebo Samuel you're getting, I don't know. But 6.5 feels a lot different than 7.5, man. 6.5 feels a lot different than 7.5, as crazy as it sounds. I'm going to take the Lions. I'm going to take the 7.5. I think the 49ers are the better team. But I don't want to say I'm anti-Shanahan, but I don't have anything to hold on to with the 49ers that I can trust. I like Shanahan. I think he's a good coach in the big picture, but in a single game sample, we've already seen that he's not exactly the betting man's favorite.
In the big picture, but not in the big moment.
Yeah, not in the big moment, exactly. So while I think Shanahan's a great coach, I can't hold on to him and embrace him and feel confident about betting on him by himself. The quarterback, obviously, I don't feel like I can embrace him and bet on him. Even though I think he's good, he's not somebody that I know 100%, could put all my money on it. And then outside of that, where am I going? Is it the defense? It's just a really, really good team who I think should win the game. And I feel good about them. I feel good about them giving 6.5. But if you're telling me I could have 7 and I could have a touchdown, the only thing about the 7.5 is Dan Campbell loves nothing more than to be down 8. Loves to be giving away these 2-point conversions. So that is a little bit tricky. There's not really anything I can hold on to with the Lions either, except for the O-line. But I'll take the 7.5, man. I don't think it's gonna be. I think it should be a touchdown game. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Lions, and I'll take that 7.5, and I'll just hope that they can, take the whole city of Detroit on their back, and all the hype, and all the goodwill, good feel, good story, and take it to the bank and cash the check.
Wow. Well, my go, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I hate to do it, but I'm gonna second that. But I'm gonna throw a little spice on there.
They're gonna win.
And I'm gonna say
outright.
I'm gonna say Detroit wins outright.
Yeah!
Hey, this guy knows me. This guy knows me.
We need a
well.
siren. We need sound for that.
Give me
upset alert. Upset alert.
Upset. This is
Love
the upset right here, man. This is the upset right here.
I got that dog in me, boy.
Yeah, I think.
Give me the sound.
I think
whenever you pick a underdog to win outright, I got that dog in me, boy.
That'd be hard. You could add that shit. But Detroit, man.
DMX
I think
instrumental in the back. R.I.P.
Right. Anyway, Detroit, man. I think Detroit's gonna they're gonna control the line of scrimmage better than we giving them credit for. I kind of hinted to that. I kind of dwelled on that. Yes, what was it, Tuesday when we spoke? I think the Lions are going to be able to run on them, and that's really going to determine the fact right there. Determine the fact that at the end is I feel like they're going to be able to run the ball on them, and golf with a running game is dangerous. I know that's a great defense and they're stingy, but guess what? The Lions punch in the face too. They've proven it. Even though the Rams defense is not what this defense is, the Lions have been punched in the face repeatedly and have answered back. So
yeah, but maybe that just means like the next hit they get knocked out.
It could, right? It could, but I don't know. Something's telling me not to count these Lions out. Dan Campbell got the vibe. The players believing in them, and yeah, man, give me the Lions and to win outright.
I like it.
Well,
and flex. You don't hate on. Yeah, I don't think you. I don't know.
Oh yeah, give me the better quarterback too.
Now, see.
Wow,
that's what that nigga be freestyling about.
Sprinkling a little sauce on Purdy right there. Here, Purdy, take this, buddy.
I was already kind of leaning this way, and since you guys both took the Lions,
yes, do it.
I'm gonna flip it on everybody and go with the 49ers, man. Nice. I think last week was a little bit of circumstance where, maybe they were a little bit rusty, and Brock Purdy was a little rusty, and then he lost his guy Debo, but I'm pretty sure this week the whole game plan has probably been set up to where the expectation was they weren't gonna have Debo, and if they do have Debo, that's that's icing on the cake for them. So maybe he plays a decoy role to a certain extent, This week, I mean, you know, it was a shoulder injury. You know, the way that he plays, you know, if the game plan is him getting into the game and then maybe not really focusing on him because, you know, he's going to drop his shoulder into somebody no matter what, trying to get that yak, trying to get those rushes. Maybe the threat of him being back there and, you know, that kind of, you know, adds that little stutter to the defensive step or that split second of, you know, misdirection or doubt into whether he's getting the ball or not. Maybe that's the difference in, you know, like opening up Ayuk, opening up Kittle, and, you know, even Jennings. You know, Jennings always pops up, you know, when Debo is out, but you know, I think this is a team that was close last year. I think them getting this close, man. Last year they had the excuse of losing their quarterback. I don't think this year. I think their expectation was that this year we can't let that happen. And I know you're talking about the lines, but you know we have a line that an offensive line for the 49ers that kind of could mitigate the Lions' defensive line, which is great. And if you're putting Trent Williams on Aiden Hutchinson, you know what I'm saying? Are we mitigating that threat to a certain degree? If we're going the other way and going the offensive line for the Lions, which is a great offensive line, but we're talking about a very good defensive line with depth on the 49ers side. So, you know, you know, Purdy, does he cook a little bit more like against this defensive backfield? You know that you can throw on the Lions, you know what I'm saying? So
True.
And I don't know, man. I just think, you know, we're doing the Purdy Goff comparison, but Jared Goff was Brock Purdy when he took the Rams to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, is he really that much better? Because, you know, in the Rams game, he almost threw the game away.
He did.
Last week he had some throws that could have been, you know, picked off, even taken to the house. So a 49ers defense with 1 week of their timing back, you know, if the game was last week, if they had to face the Lions last week, you know, I think the Lions definitely win that game. And I just think with the week under their belt, you know, like they got their timing back, they got their you know, their feet back under them. I think, I know it's 7.5, but if Debo's back, it's definitely going over. You know, like we're talking about a 10-point game. If he's not, it's gonna be a toss-up. And you know what I'm saying? Like you said, like if at some point Campbell goes for 2 on a, you know, after a field goal on a PAT and misses it, just like last week we saw, we came this close to covering on the 2-point conversion. Lions haven't been there yet, so give me the 49ers, tried and true. I don't think they play any games this week, and I think they cover the 7.5.
Nice, for the sake of the game.
Yes, I love it.
Yes, sir.
I love it. I just hope. I feel like I'm just hoping that because at the end of the day, I just hope neither of these games are blowouts, man. I hope we can get 2 good quality back-to-back games for our championship Sunday. I don't want to hear, you know, I don't want the Lions getting blown out. That would be a real whack nightcap to the game. And we already dealt with that last year, because last year when they didn't have a quarterback, it was whack.
Yeah. Exactly. It was the build-up. Yeah, I mean, we could go back to the, you know, we thought it was gonna be a fucking like a backyard slobber knocker, you know what I'm saying? Like Kimbo Slice, you know, versus one of these Cuban dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? That's what it. I mean, that's what it felt. That's what it felt like it was gonna be. But you know what I'm saying? When you're down to when you're down to who was it? Was it Johnson?
Johnson.
Well, then,
Johnson.
yeah, and then he got hurt, and then they brought Purdy back in with
Josh
no
Johnson.
arm, right?
Yeah.
And he
Josh
finished the
Johnson.
game with no arm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he couldn't throw.
Is
which
this gonna
was
be the
such a
Sam? Is
bad
it gonna be the
look for
Sam Darnold
Garoppolo,
Super Bowl
man.
win?
It's
That
like
I
Tommy
remember.
DeVito.
That was such a bad look for Garoppolo, man. I remember seeing him stand on the sidelines. This dude, like, literally can't move his arm. He's out there handling the ball off, and Garoppolo sitting there, pretty boy, with his beanie on, with the little pom-pom on the top.
Because the Chinese lady was doing his manicure and fucking cut too much of his cuticles,
Yo,
so
word.
the shit was like
Hey,
burning.
listen, those manicures got to be tight on game day. If it's not tight, you put me on IR, man. Come on. Especially the quarterback. That's got to, these HD photos. They zoom in on the hands. You got to have that clear coat. Got to be right.
Yeah.
So that's
Imagine
gonna
they
do it. I
fucking-
mean, we got that's the last two games. No, my bad. You were saying something?
Imagine they zoom in and fucking Madden starts circling your
Yeah, I
flaws
mean,
on
they
your
would do
on your
that.
Well,
manicure.
they're gonna do that next
Uh-uh.
year after Caleb Williams gets drafted because he paints his nails notoriously.
Oh, you're right.
This
I
is
see
it. This
that.
is where it all begins right here in this throwing motion. You see this
This-
black
this shit's
nail
gonna-
here?
I just
This
hope
shit is
he
gonna
has
be
that
unbearable
same
this
energy like what was it? He put "fuck Utah" on his joints,
Yeah.
on his nails. I hope wherever he gets drafted, I hope with the rivalry we see like a photo of him throwing a tutty, zoom in on the nails,
No.
and it says like "fuck fucking
Hell,
fuck the Bears"
Hell
or
no.
something or
Nah,
whoever.
they won't let it happen.
Why not?
That'd be Ada.
Who
can
won't
you
let it
imagine
happen?
Dan Campbell?
The
Can you
NFL.
imagine
Why not? There's
like
no rule
Dan
against that,
Campbell-
is there?
Dan Campbell seeing some shit like that.
Seeing
This
what?
nigga would have the illest. This nigga would have the illest billboard in the fucking locker room, where
Oh,
where
yeah,
it's
it's against
fucking.
the Lions, yeah.
Oh my god, dog.
I think Campbell run out there on the field, bite his kneecap off himself if he
Might bite,
he was
bite
to-
his
or
nails.
bite his
He might
hands.
bite his nails off.
Can you
Like this
imagine?
nigga has the French tips or some shit.
Yo,
and this
that would
nigga's
be
biting them
sick.
off one by one.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Truth
With
be
a
told,
fucking-
I think that the I mean, I don't know. That's a whole nother conversation in terms of who ends up drafting and where he ends up getting drafted. But
Can you imagine Caleb Williams playing for Dan Campbell?
I can because I feel like Dan Campbell is low key like a real like players coach.
He is. Yeah, he is. But I just like
his
the
best wide
image of,
receiver
like what.
kisses his father on the lips. I mean,
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's crazy.
I'm not saying
But
it's
see, I
wrong.
could-
I'm not
but-
saying it's
but-
right.
no,
All
no,
I'm
no, but you
saying
know
is
what's
Dan
you know what's
Campbell has
crazy?
no problems with it.
You know what you know what's crazy though? I can see Dan Campbell kissing his players on the lips because he doesn't. he's such a man. He's such a man that he's not even worried about that shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Such
if
a
he-
man, he fucking kisses his players in the
Like
mouth.
like even with Mike.
Good
Vrabel,
play.
like-
Imagine that shit. Good play.
Yo, imagine they did it on the
Yeah, but I'm
sidelines.
saying not like
Instead of like the
stop.
tap on the butt, you lift the
No.
face mask in the
No,
helmet
he's
and
doing-
put it back down.
Yeah, but he's doing
Like a
he's doing
fucking- like
the
a Foreman grill.
no, but yeah, the Foreman grill. No, but I can see Dan Campbell doing the like the Joe Pesci like when they about to kill somebody shit like kiss like in the
mafia
mouth, but
kiss?
just like like get like boom.
Imagine
like,
that
you know
shit.
that like that type of shit
Imagine
where
that
it's like
shit.
oh
Yeah,
okay you
good
know what
stuff.
he kissed the
Good.
man on the lips, but you know what he's still a man. You
I
know
would
what
let
I'm
him
saying?
kiss me in the lips like that.
Like, yeah. If it meant winning, you know what I'm saying? He's going to NFC
If it meant
Championship.
winning,
He's biting people's kneecaps off. We can kiss on the lips.
Yeah,
give me a kiss and
exactly.
I'll let you win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yo, imagine that though. The nigga's like fucking yelling out the top of his lungs with his vein popping out. Fucking good stop. A good fucking rod.
Give me a kiss. Bring it in.
Yeah, that'd be
Nigga
sick.
kissing
And then
on
like
mouth.
if you mess up or
That'd
if
be
you
crazy.
lose, he won't. I'm not kissing you for
Yeah.
at least until next week.
Yeah, you're not getting none of this.
Yeah.
No
Ain't
sugar
getting
for
no
you,
kid,
daddy.
yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. We need to end this episode right now.
No, what I actually speaking of Campbell,
Yo, the
On that
Knicks,
note-
the Knicks is up 26 on the Nuggets. I was gonna say
good because I got him
Broncos.
+2.5. So the
28.
money.
They up 28.
And I got Nuggets team total under, so we need that cash.
They're
Campbell,
62.
How does he not have? How are we seeing Kelsey Campbell soup commercials and not Dan Campbell?
That's crazy.
Is there one that I haven't seen? Because that's the craziest fucking like collab that I don't know how it hasn't happened.
Yo,
More
Campbell
people should be
soup with
talking
instead
about
of Campbell soup with fucking
he's
kneecap like fucking little noodles like shapes
Yo,
in the
that
soup.
would be. I'll wait outside the supermarket before it opens.
Yo,
to get
my nigga.
those. The new
Like
Campbell's,
like
the new
Yeezys.
Dan Campbell kneecap noodles drop. Yo, that would be
Yeezys.
fire.
Brought you by Tyson Bites.
Yo, I'll fly to Detroit for those. Yo,
I
you
got
know
my
what they should
Tyson-
do?
my
They should
Tyson
serve
gummies,
that
yeah.
at Mom Spaghetti.
This is too Detroit right now.
Yeah, it's getting a little too. I mean, I feel like I'm about to put on fake dreads like Mekhi Phifer did in 8 Mile. Those terrible fake dreads.
Attached to the Scully when you take
Hell
the Scully
yeah!
off.
I was waiting for that in the movie, like that somebody was gonna hit him in the head and they just fall to the floor.
That shit was crazy.
His joints were hard. And they were so unnecessary. Why did that character have to have dreads?
Because what's the name had him, I guess, at the time. Proof.
Who? The person he was playing?
Yeah, Proof.
Oh,
playing
yeah,
Proof.
that's right. I forgot that's who he was playing, Proof.
Yeah, but proof. But I mean, like when you look at like
Like, I need
don't
proof
look
that
none
those
alike.
it's not
dreads
like
are real.
it's not like you like it's not like you like think of dreads when you think of him. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's like
I think that was
you
just
coulda easily
Eminem's. That was
you
for
could have
Eminem's
easily
liking.
just like not done that part.
Yeah, that was for Eminem. That was literally for Eminem's. Like he was like, yo, he had dreads. I want him to feel like back in the day, and that's it. Anyway.
Yeah, and I also think he knew that Mekhi Phifer was going to be the best actor on that movie, and he wanted to make him fool of him.
Yeah,
He didn't want to have him upstage him.
make him act more.
Even though the son that shot himself, he really
Cheddar
had me
Bob?
believing. Cheddar Bob. He really had me believing that he was like special. He's not. He's like a regular dude.
Nah, bro, you be surprised.
He's a regular dude. He talks like a regular nigga.
You
I'm like,
think
nah,
so?
nigga,
Because
don't ruin my fucking
nah,
childhood.
because I
My
thought the same-
childhood. That shit came out when we were like in seniors in high school.
I know,
Because I
right?
thought the same thing. Have you ever watched Euphoria?
No, matter of fact, I tried to watch like the first episode. I was like, I can't watch this.
It was too much. Yeah, but it's good, bro.
I'm sure it's
It-
good. It's just not good for me. I can't. watch
No,
Zelda
yeah,
shit
I know it
started
hit a
to-
little bit too close to home. A lot of the shit, but there was a dude in there. Rest in peace. I forget what his real name is, but he was in
died
the
on
show.
the show, or he died in real life.
No, he died in real life,
Oh,
and and he played like, it was like kind of like no, I don't want to say a joke, but we were like making fun of it because it was like, yeah, this nigga's not playing a part. Like this is exactly who he is.
Yeah.
And my nigga was
Really, that.
his brain was stuck in a little bit of slow motion. You know what I'm saying? Like
And
like
now
a
he's
juvenile,
dead.
like juvenile. You know
Now
what
it's
I'm
not
saying?
moving at all.
now it's in
I mean,
no
we
motion.
didn't have to do that.
Now his
You didn't have to.
now it's in no motion.
I wasn't talking about his brain activity, nigga. Like you know
Slow
what I'm
motion
saying? Like
for me. Slow motion for me. Move it slow motion.
nah,
for me.
but
Remember Hike
but,
Mo?
but when I heard him, I heard him talking. Who?
What's the matter with this dude, man? What's the matter with you?
Holy shit! I can't.
Oh,
I'm not eating edibles before the show ever
we
again.
got. Yo, you trying to do the Mad Dog Russo over here? All right,
That
we
was
got.
funny
We
as
got.
fuck.
I think we got to cut this off, or we get in trouble over here. We got to
Yeah.
end this stream and the
And
rest
end
of
of
this.
the
Kids
story.
coming on, man.
My man's was not kicking in full. It was not kicking in full gear. Life imitated art, and
May he rest
he
in
wasn't
peace.
playing a part. May he rest in peace.
May he rest
He
in
rest
peace.
in
That's
peace.
like the dude
Seamus.
from Breaking Bad. He has I think
Criminal
cerebral
history.
palsy in real life.
Oh shit! Wow.
Angus Cloud. That's what his name was.
Angus Cloud?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not a real name.
Yeah.
Nah.
Was he Hindu?
Oh, all right.
Nah, man, he was white as
all right.
hell.
See you guys next week.
Bye.
'Cause he's in heaven then.